welcome back to another installment of the best of 2014 products. Today I'm going to be talking about concealers. I am a concealer junkie because I feel like even if I don't have anything else on, if I just have a good concealer and a little dust of powder, I can look so much more alive and healthy. So let's get into it. I'm going to start off with two of my favorite drugstore concealers. One is a repurchase and still in its new packaging. It is the Maybelline Erase Dark Circles Concealer. This has been around for a little bit and I love this. I used up a whole tube of this and I repurchased this as a backup. So I wear the shade Light because I like to use it under my eyes, and I find that having the salmon pinky tone underneath really brightens up my eyes. The sponge applicator is nice to use. It does get kind of dirty, but you can clean it. This is a great drugstore option. It's tried and true for me and a favorite of mine. The next drugstore concealer that I just absolutely love. It's an all-over concealer. I like using it under my eyes, on any blemishes, using it as a highlight point as well. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is the closest dupe I have been able to find to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which I'm addicted to. This is it's a very lightweight concealer. It works really well with most skin types and it works well with most foundations as well. And it's a really affordable drugstore option if you can't afford the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This year I jumped on the bandwagon for the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and boy was I hooked. I have light and I have medium one in custard. I use the light one under my eyes and I use custard for anywhere else of discoloration, anything like that. This is a really good coverage, creamy, works really well, blends really easily, works well with foundations, works well with powders, works well with most skin types, and it's a hydrating foundation so it's not going to crease or crack or anything like that, but definitely do set this with a powder. If you got eye bags and you have dark circles or dark under eyes and you sweat or you live in a humid climate, this baby is for you. It is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I have been a fan of this ever since I discovered IT Cosmetics. This has vitamin K, it has lots of really great antioxidants, and it actually helps diminish your dark circles through time. It also is waterproof, and I've worn this. I wore it on 4th of July, went swimming, and it still covered my eye bags. So this is really great. It doesn't crease, but I have to highly advise a pin drop. Work with a pin drop at a time because it is so creamy, so sticky that you really need to warm it up with your fingers and just pat. If you need more, you can always add more, but less is more with this product because it is so sticky, and you definitely want to set it with a loose translucent powder or some sort of powder to make sure it doesn't crease. A concealer that I discovered this year on set from working with a makeup artist is the Shiseido Natural Finish Cream Concealer. I wear the shade 3B. This is a really nice concealer. It is a great all over concealer as well as under eye concealer because I had a little bit of, I had 12-hour days back to back, and clearly I had some eye bags on the second day and they had to break this baby out. So what's great about this is it doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton of concealer, but it really will cover anything. Now the final concealer is the baby of all concealers, and it is really expensive. So this is not something I'm saying go out and buy. This is something that if you are looking for an incredibly high priced item to maybe go try out, and if you do go try it out, make sure you purchase it somewhere where you can return it if you're not 100% in love with it. It is the Clé de Peau Stick Concealer, and this is in the shade Beige. So this concealer is in the $75 range. Yeah, it's really expensive. But something about it is really interesting because normally with stick concealers I find it too drying to use under the eyes, but this one is very creamy, it's very blendable, it covers impeccably, and it's also the concealer that I believe Kim Kardashian raves about a lot. A lot of folks rave about this concealer. I mean, celebrities rave about this concealer. I resisted purchasing this for the longest time, but then I was like, you know what, it's my job, I should know what this is, why this is so talked about. So I have to say, Clé de Peau did an amazing job with this concealer because it is a stick concealer, but it's still very hydrating, very creamy, unlike any other stick concealer I've ever tried. It's great because it's in a stick. You're able to kind of just like rub it on and blend it in and go. It does a great job at hiding any dark circles. It does a great job at not going into your fine lines. I don't find you really have to set it as much as some of the other creamy concealers, but I still prefer to set it with a light powder or a highlighting powder like a banana powder. It's a high-priced item. Do I think everyone should go get it and need it? No, definitely not. This is something that, like, if you are the makeup connoisseur, or if you wanted to splurge on something, or let's say you don't buy any other makeup other than concealer, mascara, and brows, or something like that, you only spend money on 3 items for your whole makeup kit, this might be a concealer you might want to look into investing. It will definitely last you at least a year. There's so much product here. And I do like it because you can cover the rest of your face with it as well. I use this kind of like gold because it's so expensive, but I do have to admit it is a really, really great concealer. Do you need to spend $70-some on concealer? No, you don't. You can easily get away with a beautiful look using these Maybelline concealers, or whatever your favorite drugstore concealer or regular department store concealers could be. So that is my 2014 product wrap up for concealers. Don't forget to check out the playlist, which I will link in the description box, of all of my 2014 favorites. I've done lips, I've done liquid foundation, powder foundation, eyeshadows, and now concealers. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a big giant thumbs up. I've got lots of other product favorites coming up, as well as tons of fun videos for you all. I hit 10K, which is amazing. I'm so shocked, and it's unbelievable, you guys. Like, I don't think I've even been in a movie, like I haven't been in a theater with 10K people, so I'm like, I can't even imagine like having all of my subscribers in one room. That would be insane. So thank you guys so much for helping me reach 10,000. Thank you guys so much for supporting me the last year and a half, and I hope to see you guys soon. So don't forget to subscribe, check out all of my other product favorites of the year, as well as all my other fun videos, and I will see you soon, guys. Bye! And I have the Jaclyn Hill palette for Morphe, and I might have bought an extra one to give away for you all. So stay tuned to the end of this video to see how you can enter for your very own Jaclyn Hill favorites. First off, I am a huge fan of the Pixie Woos and their Real Technique